right, so we are gonna go over how to draw a face. So obviously there are a lot of different ways of drawing a face. It can be realistic or not realistic. I'm gonna draw more realistic so you can get more used to that. So the first thing that you're going to do is just draw a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Circle's a circle, it's okay. And then from there, from the circle, we are just going to kind of make a chin. So it just kind of dips down a little bit more, all right? Kind of like that. And then we're going to erase the bottom of the circle. Oops. Okay, then from there, we are gonna put a line right down the middle, right? And then a line right down the middle in between the top of the head and the bottom of the chin. And to check the size, what I do sometimes is I just kind of put my pencil down and I just kind of use that as a guide. So like the tip of the pencil is on one side and then I'm putting my hand at the bottom of that and kind of moving it up just to see if that's in the middle, and it actually is. So the reason we're putting this in the middle is, believe it or not, these are where your eyes go, because typically people put the eyes up here when they're first starting to draw, because if you look at a forehead, you know, forehead's not this big, but you have to remember there's hair that goes in all of this, right? So a lot of the top of the head gets covered up. So eyes go right here. Now bear with me guys, there's a lot of numbers going on. And so the next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to draw the eyes. To get the width correct, there are usually 5 eyes on your head, on the width of where your eyes are lining up. So I'm just gonna take this circle, I'm just gonna put one right in the middle, and then I'm gonna put another one right here, another one right here. So it looks like, I think I need to make these eyes just like a little bit bigger so it actually is in proportion, at least this one. That's just to kind of see the size. I think this side has to go a little bit smaller. But now we have the eyes. And everybody has different types of eyes when we're gonna go over drawing them. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna erase the not real eyes because we have the real ones there in proportion. And there are different ways of making eyes. We are just gonna do a very, very simple way. And we are just gonna have the eyes do this. They're gonna go, and I'm using a Sharpie just so you can see it a little bit better. Draw your whole thing in pencil first. I'm just gonna have them go up and down, and I'm going to add an eyelid to it, just like a little thing. And then you can add a bottom to it if you want, but I'm just actually gonna skip the bottom, and I'm just gonna make pupils. Just gonna make them really big. And now what I'm going to do is time for the nose. So we have this line still. So we are gonna do a line right in the middle of the eyes and the chin. So the line's right here. I've erased it. I'm gonna put a line right there. That is where, I think it goes down a little bit further. That is where the nose goes. Nose goes. Now, to know how wide your nose is going to be, usually if we would draw lines down from your eyes, this is where the sides of your nose are going to be. So the very bottom of your nose is right here and the sides are right here. And there are multiple ways to draw noses. So I am just gonna go over 3 different ways. So the most basic for nose drawings is starting with 3 circles. So you're gonna put a circle, a big one, and then a small one here and a small one on the other side. Depending on where these circles are will kind of determine where your nostrils are. So that is what we're gonna focus on, okay? So I have one on the bottom. I'm gonna have one nostrils on, well, these are more on the side. I'm gonna put some on the bottom. So like this. So further down, and I'm gonna have another one, our last one, the nostrils are gonna be above. All right, so then when you're drawing this, you are going to follow this curve a little bit. Here, and I'm gonna do this with Sharpie again so you can see it. Follow this curve, and then kind of goes like up and down, and we're kind of, yep. And what you can always do, you can always put a little bump right there if you want a rounder nose. So it looks kind of like that, or you could just kind of skip that little bump, that is up to you. And then this one, nose kind of looks like that. And actually, I'm gonna put some nostrils in there. Put some like little lines, so then it looks like a nose. And this one's gonna go up like that, and curve. We're gonna do make it a little bit darker because we're putting the nostrils kind of in there. So those are 3 different ways of drawing noses. I know they look kind of silly right here, but they will look good once you put them on your face. All right, so I am going to draw a nose on this. So I'm just gonna draw a circle here, and I'm gonna put nostrils a little bit on the bottom, there and there. And I'm starting with the middle, so I'm just kind of doing this one, and they kind of hook, following those lines. Darken up the nostrils a little bit, and then I can erase it. And what you can always do too is you can, if you just feel like your nose is looking a little bit too flat for you, you can always put like some lines to kind of shape your nose a little bit more. Awesome, so we have that. Now let's go to the mouth. So the mouth, usually break it up. So it's another half. So it's a lot of halves. The eyes are half of this. The nose is the halfway mark of this. And then the mouth is the halfway mark between the nose and the chin. So this is where the mouth goes. That is the middle of the mouth. This is where the bottom of your lips go, is the line. And again, along with the nose, there are a lot of different ways of drawing mouths, but we're just gonna do a very simple way. So what you're going to do for this is simply, you're gonna figure out the width of where your mouth is. So like, we're just gonna put some lines, all right, where the mouth goes. And then there's this line, and then we're gonna put a circle above the line and below the line. So then this one is real simple. We're just gonna put, like, it looks kind of just like a typical smiley face right there, and then a smiley face on the bottom there. And then we're gonna follow this circle line like that, and then it's gonna go down like that. And so then after you erase that, it'll look like this. So you can always kind of make lines going down. I'm actually going to put lips. So this right here is that little indent. So if you would touch between your mouth and your nose, you're gonna feel that indent. That's called a Cupid's bow. That's what this is. That just emphasizes that a little bit more. And then we can have that go, if we want lips, we can have it go up, then down. Now, what if you want them to smile, right? You're a happy person, you want to be smiling, you can still do that. Same thing, circle, circle, except this time we're just gonna put a line like a smiley face. It goes up and down a little bit more, okay? Same idea, half smiley face, half smiley face. We can do that still. And then it goes and up, and we can always add lips, have lips go up and up, and put little lines. So it looks like the person is smiling. You can also kind of make their mouth open, add some lines on the bottom. And so then these would be the teeth. So if we would color this in, I only really have pink for crayons. So we're just gonna color in the lip. So if you want big bottom lip, be like that, could always be smaller. So that's your lip there. Your lip here would be this, and then here are the teeth right there, and there are the lips there. So they're smiling. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make my person smile. To know where the width of the eyes then go, it's typically in the middle of the pupil, and you draw a line straight down. So this is where the ends of your mouth will typically be. If you're smiling, it'll go out a little bit further. Since I'm making them smile, I'm just gonna push it out a little bit further. I'm just gonna guesstimate. And the bottom of the lips are here. So I'm just gonna put a circle there, and a circle there. And then since she's smiling, I'm gonna kind of bring it up a little bit more than what it normally would be. And half smile, half smile, half smile. And then it's gonna go up, it's gonna go up. I'm gonna draw a top lip, little smiley, kind of where your mouth gets pushed back. I'm gonna make some teeth. So these are gonna be her teeth. And then you could always make a bottom lip too, just a full bottom lip. Awesome, so then erase that. And look, we are basically done. Now all you have to do is eyebrows and hair. So we're not doing the chin or anything just yet. Eyebrows and hair. Eyebrows are usually about right here, and it's the height of the eye. So if we would copy and paste that eye up there, that would be the height of the eye. I know it's kind of confusing. So basically what we're gonna do is just kind of copy the shape of the eye, how it goes up and down, and that's how we're gonna make our eyebrows. And then you can just make your eyebrows kind of what they look like. I have a little bit of bushier eyebrows, so I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. And everybody's eyes are different. If you have, maybe your eyebrows kind of touch a little bit. You have a little bit of a unibrow, give yourself that unibrow. It is your face, and just make your eyebrows look as close to what they actually are. So I just drew the shape, and now I'm just going to put little lines. So I'm not going to completely color it in, because then I'm going to take my hair, when I go and I color in my hair, I'll put in my eyebrow color. Just little, and it's going along that line. There we go, perfect. And now it's hair time. There are so many different kinds of hair. There are lots of different kinds of hair, so we're gonna keep this as simple as possible for you guys, okay? So we're gonna do 6 different kinds, okay? So if you have really short hair, you might just wanna kind of make the shape of where your hair's at, all right? And then you can add some lines to it. Kind of follow the direction. You want your hair to stick out a little bit. It's not going completely flat on your head. So maybe this person has really straight hair, but there we go. And that's one way. Another short hair type, the exact same thing, but this person has curly hair. So we're gonna do half C's, kind of like that, okay? And we're just gonna, instead of making them straight, we're gonna curve them, and we have curly hair. So the same concept goes for basically any length. So if we have long hair and we want it to go maybe down to here, we're just gonna kind of draw where it goes like that, okay? And then depending on where your part is, kind of goes in front of your face, then you're gonna be covering up part of your face. But you can draw lines. And notice I'm not taking my marker and going all the way down with every one. I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit more. That'll make your hair look a little bit more realistic, I guess. When you go to finally start drawing real faces and really looking at those images, this is going to help you a lot. Kind of like that. And then let's say we have medium hair and it's curly. So her hair is real curly. Well, then we can do like actual curly curls, real curly, right? Looks kind of like that. If somebody has wavy hair, so this dude over here, he's gonna have some wavy, longish hair. So same thing as the last two. You get it the way you want it. And then what you're gonna do is just make some waves. The last one I'm gonna go over is bangs. So the face is here. And depending on where your bangs are at, if you have longer bangs, obviously they're gonna go down here. If they're swept off to the side, you can always kind of have them go like that. There are a lot of different kinds for bangs, but we are just gonna do, let's just do the side swept ones for this. So let's say that you have short hair, but you also have some bangs. So I'm gonna say that this person's hair ends like here, okay? Just gonna do short lines, and there we go. So now we're gonna draw the hair on mine. And mine, I have straight across bangs that hit me. So I'm gonna put it here, and then my hair ends about right here on the bottom. So before I actually put the hair, I'm going to put my neck, so the lines just kind of go down. And then I have shoulders, obviously. Put my shoulders down like that. Put on a shirt, arms. Perfect. So now I'm gonna draw my hair. So it's a little bit above my shoulders. So it's like that. It's gonna go down to here. And my hair is wavy. So what I'm gonna do first is make my bangs. See, I'm just kind of going, and I'm kind of curving them too a little bit. And then my hair's wavy. And then I'm just gonna draw in my chin, since my hair is kind of covering the rest of my face for the most part. And then I can draw, and trace over that. And then I can erase all of those lines and color it. But before I do that, I guess there's an important thing that I did not go over that I'm missing on my face because you can't see them. Ears! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the ears. So if we go and we look at Tim here. So Tim has short hair. He needs ears. What we are going to do is, typically your ears end at the bottom of your nose and they start at your eyes. So they're about that big. And all you're going to do for this, we're gonna keep them simple, okay? You're just gonna do little half hearts. So all you're gonna do is up, down, perfect. Little half hearts, and that's all you're gonna do for those ears. So now I can color this and do all of that fun stuff. And here is the final result. And here are some charts that you can pause on if you need them for help as you're drawing your face. I am so excited to see what your final drawings are gonna look like if you decide to draw your self-portrait like this.